Alright, welcome to the JJ Show. My apologies, you got a little carried away there. I'm going to be doing some clips from TikTok, some conspiracy stuff that's going on right now. I'll commentate a little bit, then I'll show you the video, and then we'll get back to talking about it once the video's over with. Right now, this is actually hoping to help a local friend of mine out a little bit of a video that they caught a couple months back that I found on TikTok actually, but here we go. And you know what's crazy is, like, when I was back in my teens, early 20s, saying the word UFO was like taboo. You don't talk about UFOs, they're not real. And like today, they're all over the place. People are recording them everywhere. It's an everyday thing. It's crazy that something that was going to be supposed to be a conspiracy turned out to be more truth than it was conspiracy. So a lot of times you might want to listen to some of these conspiracy theories because they come true. During this podcast, I'm going to point out a few myself. I'm going to carry on to the next video. I'm not trying to be like all the other guys like Barry and all them and make this how my show is going to be, because this is just going to be parts of my show. I'll do these shows every now and again. I'll hunt down some good conspiracies to talk about, and we'll discuss them here live on chat. So here comes the next one.
Why was it in the LA Times in the 20s and 30s and 40s saying there's catacombs all through LA? You look this up. This is in the LA Times, talking about there's a whole civilization of people down there. Not only a civilization, but then they're talking about there's like non-human people as well, reptilians, and all this is in the newspaper.
This is in the newspaper?
This is in the newspaper in LA Times, where they're saying there's catacombs that they use in LA. And here's another thing too. Here's what's weird. Going back to Diddy real quick. Like, they're saying like he had tunnels and all this other stuff, right?
Right.
Now, in Humbly Hills, that's a very prominent, area, right? Now, he was about maybe not even half a mile from the Playboy Mansion. Playboy Mansion had tunnels. That's confirmed too. And they said they use it for celebrities to get in and out from the mansion and whatnot, to for security reasons.
Right.
Okay. But why does it go to other celebrities' homes? Warren Beatty and all these other people.
I heard that.
It went through the whole neighborhood. So if you say that, tunnels don't exist, the celebrities have them, it's in the newspaper, they don't exist? I'm just saying. So I think not only that, but I mean, even in Vegas, like Vegas has a whole underground civilization as well. The homeless live down there.
But this has been going on for a long time. This article was written back in 1922. These underground tunnels and cities and all that has been around for a long, long time. Think about that. That's 100 plus years. That's 103 years, almost 104. That they had these catacombs, these cities, and all these different things. And you don't think they have something more advanced than it was back then? You're crazy. And they make these young celebrities, no matter if you're an artist, you're a guitar musician, an actor, a politician, it don't matter. They make you take the oath. And when you take the oath, they trick you in a way and scam you in a way that they can make you can crumble overnight. Or they can just make you disappear. And we've seen a lot of that through the years. I'm not going to get too in depth in this topic, except the fact that we know it's fact. It's fact. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's fact. So on to the next video, and we'll discuss more about that one once it's done. Thanks.
The reason you feel temptations for certain things and certain sins is very specific to what you're supposed to do.
Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys their phones were being spied on. Click on this icon, then more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
So, if you have the urge to smoke or damage your lungs, it's because your voice was made to worship. The enemy's trying to silence you that was meant to praise. If you have crippling self-doubt or insecurity, it's because you're meant to lead and inspire. If you weren't dangerous to darkness, it wouldn't try to mute your confidence. If you have constant distraction and procrastination, it's because you carry strategy, vision, and ideas from heaven. The enemy delays you because he can't stop you, only you can. Now, this one's gonna hit a lot of people. Okay. If you have an addiction to lust or pornography, it's because you carry a deep capacity for intimacy, covenant, and healing. Perverting love is how Satan prevents true restoration.
That's true.
Crazy. If you have fear of rejection or abandonment, it's because you carry a spirit of belonging and reconciliation. You were made to gather the outcasts, so he tries to make you feel like one.
Damn.
You have an obsession with appearance or body image. It's because you're meant to reflect God's glory, not the world's standards. So he's gonna try to get you to hate your image.
Damn. Bars though.
If you're drawn to witchcraft, astrology, or manifestation, it's because you have a prophetic gift meant for God's kingdom. The enemy counterfeits your gift to keep you out of alignment. If you struggle with overspending or greed, it's because you're meant to be a kingdom financer. So he wants to keep you broke so he can never bless others.
Follow for more Hoop conspiracy theories.
For watching. That video kind of tied into what we were talking about, the one before about the underground tunnels and all that. You know, the thing, these elites don't make you sacrifice somebody or give it to the devil. And it talks about this in Ephesians about spiritual warfare. Brothers and sisters, we are living in it. And these folks that do the things that they do for fame, it's insane. I was talking to a buddy of mine today, And it was crazy. We were talking about how old Willie Nelson is, and the Stones, and not the Beatles, but Aerosmith. All these bands are so old and they're still kicking it, and they're still looking young. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it's all part of the sacrifice. You have to sacrifice somebody that you love. Kanye's called it out. Katy Perry called it out. There's been quite a few artists that's called this out. But I'm not going to stay on this topic. This is a topic that really, we know what it is. So, dang if you do, dang if you don't.
What if I told you the reason you feel temptations for certain things and certain sins is very specific to what you're supposed to do?
Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys, their phones were being spied on click on this icon, then more if you see it, delete it immediately.
So if you have the urge to smoke or damage your lungs, it's because your voice was made to worship. The enemy's trying to silence you that was meant to praise. If you have crippling self-doubt or insecurity, it's because you're meant to lead and inspire. If you weren't dangerous to darkness, it wouldn't try to mute your confidence. If you have constant distraction and procrastination, it's because you carry strategy, vision, and ideas from heaven. The enemy delays you because he can't stop you, only you can. Now, this one's gonna hit a lot of people. Okay. If you have an addiction to lust or pornography, it's because you carry a deep capacity for intimacy, covenant, and healing. Perverting love is how Satan prevents true restoration.
That's true.
Crazy. If you have fear of rejection or abandonment, it's because you carry a spirit of belonging and reconciliation. You were made to gather the outcasts, so he tries to make you feel like one.
Damn.
You have an obsession with appearance or body image. It's because you're meant to reflect God's glory, not the world's standards. So he's gonna try to get you to hate your image.
Damn. Bars though.
If you're drawn to witchcraft, astrology, or manifestation, it's because you have a prophetic gift meant for God's kingdom. The enemy counterfeits your gift to keep you out of alignment. If you struggle with overspending or greed, it's because you're meant to be a kingdom financer. So he wants to keep you broke so he can never bless others.
I'll tell you what, those are two smart young men right there. They pay attention to a lot of things, and they do a lot of research on things. And they'll definitely be shown on the show more than once, I promise you. So will some others when I do these shows. I hope that y'all are liking the way I'm doing this content. I have constructive criticism out there that are letting me know that what I should and shouldn't do. Like, the last show wasn't such a big hit, which I understand, but I'm trying to give a little diversity here where you kind of see where I'm coming from and bringing some receipts on some of these things we're talking about through conspiracy theories. Because I'm not going to bring something to the table without some receipts. It might not be the receipts people want, but it's the receipts that are out there. We're going to go on to the next. I think we got one or two more videos for tonight, and we're going to call it a night. And it's been great spending time with y'all. I thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Same on TikTok. Go on TikTok. Do the same there. I'll be starting to post stuff there as well. Trying to get to 1,000K. So if y'all can help me get there, like and subscribe. That's all I ask. That would be a true blessing. That would help me to know that my message is getting out there, and I'm actually accomplishing something that I love to do, which is talk to people and have these types of conversations. So look forward to doing more videos, and on to the next.
I mean, come on. Let's take a deep dive into all the conspiracy theories surrounding it. Here's a handful of books that were posted on Amazon on September 9th, but Charlie Kirk was shot on September 10th. Then Amazon supposedly changed the date to September 11th, the day after, but the publication date still said September 9th. But if you go to search for the book now, you come up with this. Now you could explain this with just an editing error, or this plane, identified as N88KG, took off from Provo Airport exactly 1 hour after he was shot. And that airport is only a 13-minute drive from the campus location. This plane apparently turned its radar off only a half hour into the flight. And as you can see, there is only one flight recorded for this aircraft. So there's a 45-minute window in which this flight is completely unaccounted for. And when you try and access more information on it, you get this. So I went on the flight radar myself, and this is what I found. Now wait for the time to hit the 7:48 mark. What was that jump? There's an apparent 35-minute gap in the flight time. So what was the next destination after this? There's more to get into, so stay tuned.
I really wasn't planning on touching on the Charlie Kirk thing yet because there's not enough evidence out there to discuss it. But that flight log is weird. There's some other weird oddities, like how she compares J.D. Vance to her ex-husband, and she's always got this one little tissue that always looks like she's fake crying. If you ever lost somebody really close to you or anything, you know what real tears are. And they just don't look real to me. Are they? Maybe that's how she cries. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm not sitting here saying I'm right or wrong. But we're going to dive deeper into that the more evidence that unfolds on that, for sure. I hope you guys like this style show. I'll do more of them if y'all do. Please like, share, and comment. Please get me out there. I'm trying to get to 1,000 on here. I'm doing little things on TikTok. I'm getting used to it, so yeah, I'm going to be a little slower on there than I am here. But, yeah, definitely would like to get out and do what I like to do best, and that's talk and get these type of videos out, and even have podcasts and have people on here and discussions and debates where it shows that even though if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you can have a conversation without all this division we have in this country. It is insane. We've never been like this. This is like we're walking on eggshells here. But anyways, besides my rambling, good night. God bless. I wish you all well, and have a good night. Josh and JJ signing off. Have a great night.